Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Got it! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yamal, he's picked his way through. Del Piero with the cross. It's a goal! And they're at it again, in double quick time. Liverpool are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. Not the most accurate pass.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Hullet. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now he's got space here. And it's Robertson. Now it's Pelé. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Forlan. Good running, strong and purposeful. And the through ball. And the shot! Mbappe, look... Oh no, this does not look good! Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Plays a sharp little ball here. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rummenigge unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Kimmich. Well, that's been cut out, well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Robertson. Now it's Forlan. And there is the half-time whistle. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's Pele! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Van Dijk. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gerrard. Pele. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just what... Fallen!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Pullet gets into a good position. Oh, that's fabulous. Forlan. That's a little off target. Played down the flank. Now it's Pele. It's Pele! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a threatening ball, quality ball. Pele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mbappe is having a shot! There it is! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 15, Kylian Mbappe. Substitution on the field, number 7, Royce.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a...
And he's had a hit! He should have put that one away.
Bellingham really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Number 8, Bellingham. Number 3, Cannavaro. Number 9,
Zico goes short. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Substitution.
Zico has a shot! Zico! Glorious! A finish right from the top draw. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Oh, it's come loose. Yamal. Time added on, 4 minutes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for options for movement. And he cuts out the supply. Marmouche. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fallen! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
Just a quick announcement, we would like to inform you...
Any reflections on what you've seen? And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, there's little new to say about this man. Majestic, regal, known as Le Roi by his countrymen. He is footballing royalty. The man is, of course, Michel Platini.
Well, Peter, I don't think I've seen a better all-round...
It's Pelé! Brilliant from Pelé!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Stoichkov. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Michel Platini. Pelé, he's got away. Nice control. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Stoichkov. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he cuts out the supply. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? He's shifting through the gears here. Well, there's the clearance. Throw in. Looking to play him in. Now it's Platini. Stoichkov providing an outlet. Shot! They've done it! Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Sneijder. He can run onto that. Batistuta! 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Kukçu. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Can he get it through? And this is Forlan. Forlan! It's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. He gave it play. And the whistle goes for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Barcelona certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Barcelona ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. That is good alertness. And he's in on goal. Batistuta. Neuer claims comfortably. Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really...
Big chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Chooses to go cross-field. Costa Curta. Barcelona with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Now it's Pelé, and he's on his way!
Pelé really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Schneider. Out of play for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Threads one in. Gerrard. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Platini. Kimmich. That is ended up in no man's land. Now it's Stoichkov. Tries to play it through. Real chance! Oh, taken with style. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls.
And Batistuta! So close to drawing level.
That's really unlucky, because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Great vision.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Good ball, good take. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Looking for options for movement. Gerrard picks it up out wide. He's a sharp little ball here. Cross. Oh, what a climb! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Gabriel gets the nod here. Anything we should note about him, Jim?
I wouldn't expect too much of him right away, Peter. You've got to give him a chance to settle in and get used to life here. But he's the kind of player who can step in with a perfectly timed tackle, breaking up the opposition attacks and getting his own team moving on the front foot.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, can they get him away? Konate cuts out the pass. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. It's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. It'll be a throw-in. No, that's been intercepted. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rodrigo.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. Can he finish? Goal, France! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a...
Chance! Oh, taken with style! Pass somewhat off target.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Olise, he's picked his way through. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and...
Rodrigo! Fantastic from Rodrigo! He's got himself an absolute peach. And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so...
He's tried one! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And there's the end of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal...
And the finish! We've got a goal! Brazil are back in business. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing.
And he shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal, France! And they get themselves in front. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
France go into the lead. Hernandez. Almost an hour gone. Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's got the beating of his... It's Griezmann! Oh, it's come off the upright. Quality ball.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Pele can see things others simply cannot. And here's Griezmann. The muscular approach does pay off here. It's a quick one. And he's picked it up out wide. Swings in across. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Pelé. Now it's Rodrigo. Knocks it into space. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That has been cut short. Vieira gets across to intercept that. Spread it left.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Any reflections on... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. He won't be happy with that one. Rodrigo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And here's Bernardo Silva. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, over the years I've seen some great defensive leaders, and this guy, Ruben Dias, lives up to all of that, especially the way he just dictates where he wants his teammates to be positioned. Just always seems to have that picture. And when it comes to passing, he pretty much just leaves that to everyone else.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence... Oh, what has happened here? Ruben Neves.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Rodrigo, and he's away, and he shoots! Goal! Brazil! And Brazil take the lead.
Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off.
Bruno Fernandes. Just eases him off the ball. João Neves. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bruno Fernandes. Now that looks a decent ball. He slid in and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Taken back almost at once. And that's a good ball. It's anyone's ball now. Oh, nice touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And here's Rodrigo. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Brazil leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He's shifting through the gears here. Danilo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bernardo Silva going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence. That has been slung wide. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it.
And the shot! They've done it! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Brazil are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a form... Can he finish? Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, this is a great shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. And this is... Chance! Oh, taken with style! Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
There will be 3 minutes.
So is this the start of a comeback? Nice looking ball. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's got away. So much time and space here. Chance, surely! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And that is as far as it goes. Brazil can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Your final thoughts, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. We're certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Inform you that today's match day programs are available from stands.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Forlan. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Bastoni tries to clear. Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Mbappe! Goal! Manchester United! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Figo. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Kimmich makes the interception. Gerrard is flagged offside. Kaká going face-to-face with his great rival. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that's a throw-in. Mbappe might just make this. And it's been played through.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Pelé plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's a good run down the left, and he's managed to get free. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Pelé, and this is Forlan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. That is good strength. It's Pelé! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Roberto Carlos. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Mazraoui driving forward, and he cuts out the supply. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Throw in. And that's played in low. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition.
Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Threads one in. Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! Tries to get it clear. Now it's Pelé. Pelé! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Well timed, excellent interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked it up out wide. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Forlan.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's picked his way through. Bastoni gets a foot in here. Neymar. Real chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's in. Shot at goal! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rice is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that will be it. Barcelona have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's away we go then. Well, you would think that the name Luis Suarez on any team sheet is sufficient to make any opponent shiver.
And I think I'd struggle to name a striker who's better at playing his position.
So what would you say is his outstanding characteristic, Jim? What makes him special?
Well, I'm going to have to say it's his winning mentality, that doggedness, that ruthlessness, the desire to win at all costs.
That is good alertness. And it's Zico. Zico will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that's a good ball. Chance for a shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction.
Big chance! It's a goal! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the ball's come loose here. And he's decided to go for it. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Goes long and straight. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Kokchu. Nicely weighted ball. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. And this is Luis Suarez. Cannavaro. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Mbappe. Gerrard. Can he get on the end of this? And he's surging through. He's onside. Can he finish? It's in! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Has a look and plays it forward. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe!
Mbappe made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
This possibly the last play of the half. shooting chance! Quick look, then he rises! Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 7, Steven Gerrard.
And the first 45 minutes are up.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.